is 12 o'clock and here's the media news. First, the top stories. Ogun East APC rejects Amosun zoning of Ogun 2019 governorship ticket to Yewa Axis. National Assembly considers power devolution in new constitution. PDP optimistic of defeating APC in 2019 presidential poll. NIMET raises fresh alert on more flooding in coming weeks. US Republican moves to replace Obamacare fails. Saudi probes a video posting of a woman wearing miniskirt in public. I am Tobi Joseph, bringing you the news and details shortly. APC leaders from the Ijebu and Remo axis of Ogun State have rejected moves by Governor Nicola Muson to support a candidate from the Yewa axis of the state for the party's 2019 governorship ticket. The party leaders from the Ogun East Senatorial District of the state made their position known at a meeting with Amosun on Monday, held at the governor's office, Okemoson, in Abeokuta. The governor recently in Abeokuta says he will support APC candidate from the Ogun West for the party's 2019 governorship ticket. Amosun, however, adds that he will oppose APC candidate from Ogun Central, where he hails from, but will not support or oppose candidate from the Ogun East Senatorial District. APC leaders from the Ogun East Senatorial District at the Monday meeting in Abeokuta told the governor not to support any candidate or senatorial district in the governorship race. They asked Amosun to allow candidates from the Ogun East and Ogun West Senatorial District to battle for the 2019 governorship ticket without favoring anyone. They said that what they had expected from Amosun was to hand over to a candidate from Ogun East in 2019 before rotating to the Ogun West in 2023. Rockton FM gathered that the governor rejected the calls by the Ogun East APC leaders and adjourned the meeting indefinitely. The meeting, which lasted for about an hour, had in attendance the Deputy Governor, Yetunde Onanuga, members of the State Executive Council from Ogun East, the former Deputy Speaker of the State House of Assembly, Tokumbo Oshie, former Senator from Ogun East in the Third Republic, Senator Depo Bujiri, former Commissioner of Education during Daniel administration, Dr. Bolade Oshinawo, among others. Ogun State government has commenced the July round of the maternal, newborn and child health week from Monday, July 17 to July 21. Health Commissioner Dr. Babatunde Paye, in a statement, says the week-long event aims at improving the health status of women of childbearing age and children under the age of 5. Paye listed services to be provided during the event as including vitamin A supplementation, routine immunization, screening for malnutrition in children, distribution of all family planning commodities, and administration of tetanus and diphtheria vaccine and iron folate. Others, according to the Commissioner, are the distribution of long-lasting insecticidal net to pregnant women and health education on key household practices, among others. Paye asked nursing mothers and pregnant women, women of childbearing age, and guardians to visit the nearest government health facilities and other designated places in their communities with their children under 5 years to benefit from the program free of charge. The Chief Executive Officer of Boot Communications Limited, operators of Rock City 11.9 FM, Dr. Nero Malawi, has challenged young Nigerians not to allow fear to prevent them from moving to another phase in their lives. Dr. Malawi, who gave the charge at the 14th annual graduation lecture of Trinity International College, or FADA, class of 2017, with the theme, Character, Attitude, Pillars of Successful Entrepreneurship, also asked students to brace up for unforeseen circumstances in order to excel in their future endeavors. Dr. Malalu, who was the guest lecturer, urged the graduates to identify their passion, not to be afraid of failure, acquire skills, and engage in continuous education. The 99 graduating students were from the Science, Commercial, Arts department of the school. Chairman of the occasion, Mr. Babatokwe Fakunda, also advised the students to think beyond the obstacles, study hard, and stay focused. National Assembly says some of the powers of the federal government will be transferred to the state in its ongoing amendment of the 1999 Constitution. The proposed autonomy for local governments, however, is still contentious because of the burden of the salaries of the primary school teachers. Deputy Senate President Ike Kwedemadu gave this indication while addressing newsmen in Lagos at a joint retreat of ad hoc committees of the Senate and House of Representatives on the 1999 Constitution Amendment. Ekweremadu, who heads the Senate committee, explains that railway will be removed from the exclusive list of the Constitution to allow states to invest in railway development. West African Examination Council has released the results of the 2017 May-June West African School Certificate Examination, rating by 1,559,162 final year secondary school students nationwide. Head of WIC Nigeria National Office, Mr. Oluwadenipeku, announcing the results at a news conference in Lagos, says it is an improvement over the result of 2015 and 2016. The breakdown of the results shows that 923,486 candidates, representing 59.22% of the candidates, obtained the minimum of credits in 5 subjects, including English language and mathematics. The council, according to him, also withheld 214,952 results, representing the result of 13.7% of the candidates who wrote the examination. PDP, still basking in the euphoria of the end of its prolonged leadership crisis, says it is optimistic of reclaiming the presidency in 2019. Chairman of the party's National Caretaker Committee, Senator Ahmed McCarthy, however, asked members to work hard to reposition the PDP to realize the ambition. McCarthy, addressing members at a meeting of the expanded National Caucus of the PDP in Abuja, says that reconciliation of members will be on the front burner and that nobody will be penalized for his or her role in the leadership crisis. He, however, warns that in the process of the proposed reconciliation, the party will not take posts that belong to a person and give it to another person. Former PDP National Chairman Senator Ali Modi Sharif and top officials of his faction stayed away from the meeting, which was attended by top party officials including former President Goodluck Jonathan, Governors Ayodele Fayose, Darius Ishaku, and Injisan Wike. Others are Chief Bode George, Senate Deputy President Ike Ekweremadu, Senator Godswill Akpabio, among others. Today, the party's Board of Trustees and National Executive Council will meet separately in Abuja. Nigeria Meteorological Agency (NIMET) has issued a fresh alert of more flood to come. The agency says another round of massive flooding will come in the coming weeks as heavy rainfall resumes nationwide. The agency's head of Weather Forecasting Service Department, Ishaku Ibrahim, who issued a fresh alert, listed Ogun, Sokoto, Zamfara, Kwara, Lagos, Benue, Adamawa, and coastal areas. Ibrahim will explain that the listed states among the states that the agency listed to have above the normal rainfall this year. In the heavy rainfall and flooding experienced so far, 19 people were killed in Niger State, while several homes were submerged in Victoria Island, Lekki, Aja, and Ikoyi axis of Lagos metropolis. You're still listening to the Midday News on Rock City 11.9 FM. Up next, we bring you foreign, business, and sport news. Please do stay with us. Republican efforts to find a replacement for President Obama's healthcare system have collapsed. 2 Republican senators said they opposed to the party's proposed alternative, making it impossible for the bill to pass in its current form. The party has been divided on the issue, with moderates concerned about the effect on the most vulnerable. President Donald Trump has now called for repeal of Obamacare so Republicans can start from a clean slate. That task falls to Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell, who said that efforts to repeal and immediately replace the failure of Obamacare would not be successful. 2 Senators, Rand Paul and Susan Collins, had already opposed the bill. with the two new opponents, Republicans, who hold 52 seats, no longer have enough votes to pass the bill in the 100-member Senate. The authorities in Saudi Arabia are investigating a young woman who posted a video of herself wearing a miniskirt and crop top in public. The woman, a model called Kulod, shared a clip of her walking around the historic fort in Ushakia. The footage sparked a heated debate on social media, with some calling for her arrest for breaking the conservative Muslim country's strict dress code. Women in Saudi Arabia must wear loose-fitting, full-length robes known as abayas in public, as well as a headscarf. They are also banned from driving and are separated from unrelated men. In the video initially shared on Snapchat over the weekend, Kulud is seen walking along an empty street in a fort at Ushokil Heritage Village, about 155 kilometers north of the capital Riyadh in the Najd province. In business, Governor Bikola Musa of Ogun State says the bidding by contractors for the over 50 semi-urban and rural road project still continues. The governor promised that contractors will be mobilized to the site of the project immediately the bidding ends. Amusun, speaking in Abeokuta at a meeting of the APC stakeholders, explains that a report of the bidding process will be submitted before the end of this month and the names of successful contractors published. Meanwhile, the governor has commissioned the first batch of the bulldozers to clear farmland to boost agricultural production in the state. The 10 bulldozers to be made available to farmers at subsidized rate, according to the governor, are procured with the assistance from the Central Bank of Nigeria. Finally, the media news, sport news. Nigeria's national basketball team, the Tigers, have been drawn in Group A of the FIBA AfroBasket 2017, scheduled for Senegal and Tunisia from September 8 to September 16. The competition's organizers, Nigeria, who are the reigning champions, have been drawn alongside DR Congo, Mali, and Cote d'Ivoire. The official draw for the competition took place on Sunday in Balaclava, Mauritius. The Tunisians will host matches of the quarterfinals, semi-finals, and finals from September 14 to September 16. That was the media news, and just before we go, a quick look at major stories once again. Ogun East APC leaders reject Amuso zoning of Ogun 2019 governorship ticket to Yiwa axis. 6 died in fatal auto crash along the Lagos-Ibadan Expressway near interchange. National Assembly considers power devolution in new constitution. PDP optimistic of defeating APC in 2019 presidential poll. NIMET raises fresh alert on more flooding in the coming weeks. On the foreign scene, but we told you that United States Republicans' moves to replace Obamacare has failed. We also told you that Saudi is set to probe a video posting of a woman wearing a miniskirt in public. For more stories and to listen to us live, please log on to our website www.rockcityfmradio.com/live. Thank you so much for listening. I am Tobi Joseph. Good afternoon.